Greetings. We continue today with part 3 of Where is the Promise from 2 Peter 3, verses 1 through 4. The sexual deviants of our day must mock and scoff at the biblical standards of conduct to make room for their false, lust-filled teachings. The work salvationists of our day must mock and scoff at the gospel of Christ to make room for their perversions of it. We could go on, but I think you have the idea. And this brings us to 2 Peter 3:4 and the specific mocking which the mockers set forth. Where is the promised coming of him? Or we might say it this way, where is his particular promised coming? Verse 4 literally says, and saying, where is it? The promise of his particular coming or arrival being. For from which promise the fathers, they were dead. All things it is continuing or remaining in this manner from beginning of creation. Now I'm a firm believer that God has said what he meant in his word and that he meant what he said. I do believe also that what is not said that could have been said is just as important as what is said. That it's a standard rule of homiletics and hermeneutics. Let me repeat it with a little more emphasis. I do believe that what is not said that could have been said is just as important as what is said. Later in this very chapter, Peter speaks about the false teachers who wrestle or twist the scriptures out of context, we call it, to make them say what they want them to say. You know, the teachers of truth don't have to twist the scriptures or handle the word of God deceitfully, because what God said is what we believe, teach, and practice. In 2 Corinthians 4:2, Paul said to the Corinthians, but speaking concerning himself, have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of God deceitfully, but by manifestation of truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of God. The word promise that's used in 2 Peter 3:4 is Strong's 1816, and it's a compound word composed of the regular preposition for upon, prefixed to the regular noun form of the word for a messenger. There's also a similar verb form meaning through a messenger. So it's either upon the giving of a message by a messenger or through a messenger. See, God has chosen to make his promises known by means of or through a messenger. Zodiades commented that this word is used of God's promises with one singular exception. He further notes the word is primarily a legal term denoting a summons or a promise to do or to give something. So their great question is, where is the promise of his coming? Or literally, where is the promise of the coming of him? Now, coming has the article with it. The genitive case can be rendered either his or him. So it literally means, where is his particular promised coming? The phrase appears to be idiomatic for the fulfillment of the promise. It is stipulated that that promise has existed since the time of Adam. The question of the mockers and the scoffers concerns the fact that they believe that since they don't think the appearance has happened yet, it is not going to happen. Verse 15 of Jude continues and says, to execute judgment upon all and to convince all them that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. Verse 16 says, these are murmurers, complainers, again, walking after their own lust, and their mouth speaketh great swelling words, having men's persons in admiration because of advantage.